Now, most of us can identify we raised our children in a Christian home. We provided the best we could give them. Opportunities oftentimes that we didn't have, and yet they chose a totally different path. They got involved in the wrong romantic relationships, wrong friends. They started using alcohol, drugs, pornography, crazy stuff, and got out of control. How does that happen? Welcome to Healing Time, and today is a great topic. The prodigal, we all know someone who has a prodigal. But who was the first prodigal parent in the Bible? I don't know if you've ever thought about that. Who was the first person to carry the burden of doing their absolute best, and yet their children went astray? They did their own thing, said what they want, did what they want, went where they went. Now, if you think about this, it's God. That's right, God Himself. Imagine creating a perfect heaven, earth, and laboring to give them the perfect environment, the perfect food, giving them quality time every day, walking together, and only giving them one rule. Can you imagine only giving your children one rule? Now, most of us can identify we raised our children in a Christian home. We provided the best we could give them. Opportunities oftentimes that we didn't have, and yet they chose a totally different path. They got involved in the wrong romantic relationships, wrong friends. They started using alcohol, drugs, pornography, crazy stuff, and got out of control. How does that happen? Now, the parents are often the forgotten person in the prodigal story. For every prodigal, there are two hurting people whose hearts are bleeding. Now, how did God, the Father, feel when they chose to reject Him, reject His ways, His fellowship, to lust after another way? In the prodigal story, in the New Testament, then Jesus shared that parable. How did the Father feel day after day, month after month, while His Son lived in a crazy lifestyle of alcohol and prostitution? How did He ache when He didn't see His Son working in the field? He didn't see Him in his bed at night. He didn't see Him at the table with His other son. There was an empty chair and a hurting heart. These are the pains of the parents who have prodigals. And every one of us knows these people. The mother's hearts are ripped out while they try to figure out, how did this happen? How did we get a prodigal? We raised them right. We loved them well. The dad's feeling the same way. Now, each parent goes through this process in their own unique way, but they don't have to be alone. This is where you help. This is what Healing Time is all about. Every church has prodigals, and their parents need help. They need you to be part of the solution, to start a group in your home, your church, your Sunday school, and have a place where they can talk. Have a place where they can open their hearts and say, this is what's really going on. Because I can tell you, they're sitting in church, they might be raising their hands or quietly praying, singing a hymn or worship song, but their heart's bleeding. And they don't talk about it. They feel judged. They feel criticized. They feel like you won't understand. And that does not have to be the church. We need to be a place where you can have any pain you want, and there's a healing time for you. There's a healing time for you to talk and to be encouraged. You know, when we go through storms, one of the things I believe God loves to do is to send a friend. And I need you to be that friend.